Hello everyone, I Dr. Jyoti Rana, Associate Professor, DAV Centenary College, Faridabad, welcome you all to the module Identify a Research Topic and Learn How to Develop a Quality Research Paper. I am going to argue that quality matters in academic writing. Academic writing is crucial and plays an important role in the career of researchers and academicians. They devote so much time in writing research papers. Therefore, this skill must be acquired by them at an early stage. Research paper writing helps to understand and analyze other researchers' work and find out the gap in the existing work. The researcher becomes capable of knowing the importance of existing literature in the subject. It's a formal writing and requires knowledge to convey outcome in the best possible way. Research paper writing is a significant part of academic writing. For it, one needs to understand research vocabulary and research process. It's also important to understand that how to write error-free and authentic research papers. To write a quality research paper, one should understand various aspects of research. Selecting a researchable and interesting topic is crucial for a researcher because a topic of interest makes the process of writing a research paper easy. Similarly, authenticity of existing literature, data collected and data analyzed are some other very important aspects in research paper writing. Drawing meaningful findings and conclusions and proper referencing of the cited work are important tasks which prove the authenticity of the research paper and make the paper understandable for the reader. This course will be most helpful for academicians and researchers who are starting their research journey. Research paper writing is an integral part of academic career, and writing it with skill and confidence continuously signals quality academic work. With this course, learners will be able to understand research terminology, understand research process, identify a researchable topic, learn how to develop a research paper, take precautions in writing a research, and practice writing a research paper. So, let's talk about how to identify a researchable topic. Identifying a researchable topic is an important task in the journey of writing a research paper. It includes the decision of finding out the answer of what. It means what question does a researcher wants to answer. The question must be researchable and formulated in a meaningful way, and it should be answered with logical reasoning. There can be two ways to formulate a research problem, that is deductive and inductive ways. Deductive way is a tool which helps in drawing some conclusion on the basis of given facts. On the other hand, inductive way does not build any cause and effect relationship between reasons and conclusion. Rather, it develops some assumptions. Any one of these assumptions can be selected on the basis of information and reasoning. A researcher must adopt the problem identification process to select a researchable problem. Research problem identification process includes various ways to get right information to arrive at a measurable research problem. So, let's focus on the ways to identify a researchable topic. There are various methods of selecting researchable topics. Let's discuss one by one. First is identifying the research gaps. This step includes finding the gap in the existing research literature or market or organizations. These gaps can be identified from market by finding the difference between expected and the actual benefits. Researcher can find out the gaps from existing research by reading and analyzing the existing literature. In organization, managers face various problems due to certain situations. These problems can be analyzed and solved by researchers. Second is consult the subject experts. Experts working in related fields in the industry have more knowledge about the problems. They provide information in the right perspective. Researcher can conduct an interview with these experts to know the details about various aspects of the problem for conducting a meaningful research. For example, for knowing the market opportunity for organic food, the researcher must visit APEDA and discuss with the related subject experts. Third way is review of existing literature. Existing body of knowledge helps in finding out the meaningful research problem. Literature is a scientific and published document which provides relevant data to the researcher. Literature can be taken from research journals of high repute, government reports and publications, and authentic online databases. Literature review can be done to analyze methodologies, research problems, variables, sample selection, analysis and findings. It helps in giving the right direction to researcher and narrowing down the research problem. Researcher can find out a measurable and significant research problem by reviewing the existing literature. Fourth way is industry analysis. Industry highlights the problems to be solved. Some organizations have their research departments while some outsource it. The researcher has to analyze the history, functional departments of the organization, size, nature of business, working areas and market of the organization to derive some conclusions related to the research problem. Fifth way is market survey. Market survey is also one of the important ways to find out the research problem. For example, to know the consumer behavior towards organic food, the researcher must visit some organic food stores to find out the actual problems. He or she must talk to consumers and retailers to find out the hurdles faced by them in purchasing and selling the organic food. These hurdles can be converted into measurable research problems. After discussing the ways, it's wise to have an exposure of precautions one researcher must take while selecting researchable problem. These are: research problem must be specific and operational. Researcher must have a clear understanding of various components of problem. There must be clarity about sources of research information, research variables, and research questions to achieve research objectives. Preliminary discussion with subject experts and various stakeholders is a must. This will remove ambiguity in formulating research problem. Every term used in research problem should help to define it. Research problem must be manageable, relevant, significant, and testable. Researcher must revise it again and again. Here you can take a 5 minutes break and check your understanding of concept through concept checking exercise, which is given below. In this exercise, there are certain statements and you have to state whether following statements are true or false. First statement is: research problem is a result of difficulty in smooth decision making. Second, deductive thought is based on logic. Third, inductive way builds no relationship between cause and effect. Fourth, discussion with experts helps in getting the problems in the right perspective. Fifth, literature review is a process of reading the existing literature. Sixth, organization analysis includes the interview of managers only. Government reports are not useful for identifying the research problem. 7. Survey is not a reliable method to arrive at some important conclusions related to the research problem. 9th, research problem must not be necessarily testable. 10th, research need to know the components of a well-defined problem. Before moving ahead, it is essential to be familiar with the relevant research terms used in academic writing. Academic writing communicates knowledge in written form. It communicates research process and research outcomes. Research process explains how the knowledge was generated, and research outcomes are generated through the implementation of research process. Research papers are the outcome of research process, which is written by adopting a scientific approach of academic writings. Research process includes various terms such as research design, conceptual research, empirical research, hypothesis, etc. These terms are described in the research paper, which explains the various aspects of it. Therefore, it is necessary to understand these terms like research, conceptual research, empirical research, variables, exploratory research, hypothesis, and descriptive research. Let's start with research. Research is a process which is used to inquire reality which is existing somewhere by using scientific method. This inquiry leads to validate existing reasoning or develop new models and theories. Next term is conceptual research. This type of research does not require the collection and analysis of new data. It can be done with the existing literature. Conceptual research is conducted to arrive at new conclusions, to find out gap in the existing literature, or to advance the existing literature. Next term is empirical research. This type of research is based on research questions, research objectives, hypothesis, analysis, and findings. This is based on new data and empirical facts. Empirical research is conducted to achieve research objectives by following the various steps of research process, which checks whether empirical data supports the assumptions. Next term is exploratory research. Exploratory research is conducted to gain a deeper understanding of something. It provides direction to structured research. This is more flexible in nature and can be conducted with the help of informal survey and interview. Next term is descriptive research. Descriptive research is used to describe the situation or a phenomena. The objectives of this research are to describe the features of what is being studied. Next is causal research. Causal research is used to know the why and the how of a phenomena. It finds out the effect of one variable on another. This research is highly structured in nature and based on scientific data collection and analysis. Next term is variable. A variable is any characteristic, number, or quantity that can be measured or counted. Age, income, sex, educational qualification, marks, place of birth, type of vehicle, frequency of purchase are examples of variables. These are variables because their value may vary between data units in a population. These are measurable and are associated with concepts. Next term is hypothesis. Hypothesis is a statement which specifies relationship between variables. This is a conjectural statement that can be proven or disproven by valid and reliable data. A hypothesis must be measurable and quantifiable and must be based on existing literature. In this section, I am going to focus on the structure of a research paper, or you may call it research process, and its components. For writing a quality research paper, a researcher must focus on each and every component. Research process is a process that follows certain steps to generate research outcome. All the steps of research process are interlinked with each other. This process can be adopted by business organizations to gather meaningful information. Academicians adopt this process in empirical research paper writing. It starts with first step, that is, defining the research problem. This is the most important part of the research process. It can be defined after identifying the research gap from the existing literature. It is based on research questions related to some aspects of reality. These questions formulate the research problem that brings clarity in the mind of researcher regarding the information to be collected. After defining research problem, a researcher has to work on review of literature. Review of literature is a process of analyzing, summarizing, and documenting the information obtained from the existing literature. A good literature review is done in a scientific manner. It is based on authentic government reports, journals, publications, and database. It helps in providing a different perspective about the various aspects of a reality and in identifying the research problem. A good literature review helps in managing the research problem and supports the hypothesis. The researcher has to be skillful analytical in doing the literature review. Review of literature helps in raising some research questions which ultimately become the research objective of a researcher. These objectives can be achieved by formulating and testing research hypotheses. In this step of formulation of research hypothesis, hypothesis is established that is based on existing literature and research problem. This hypothesis specifies the plausible predictions about the research problem being examined. It establishes the relationship between various concepts. For example, health concern is positively associated with the purchase of organic food. It specifies the relationship between two concepts, that is, health concern and purchase of organic food. For examining and testing the hypothesis, a suitable research methodology must be adopted. Research methodology has various sections. Let's discuss them one by one. First is formulating the research design. Research is of various types like exploratory, causal, or descriptive. The researcher has to decide one on the basis of nature of research problem. The main objective of the research design is to explain the ways of investigating the research problem. The researcher has to give justification for the selected design. After research design, sample design must be taken care of. In this step, the researcher has to decide the sample for the study. It is not possible to study the entire population, therefore, a small group is selected for the study. This group is known as sample. Sample design and size can be selected by using some techniques and formulas. Probability and non-probability sampling designs are available for researchers. Sample must be representative of the population under study. There is another important section, that is data collection. Data collection methods are divided into two categories, primary and secondary. Primary data can be collected through interviews, focus group discussion, and well-structured questionnaires. Secondary data can be collected through published articles, journals, company records, sales records, etc. Data must be collected carefully because of reliability and validity issues. The researcher must include various quality checks and must adopt rigorous and careful efforts to collect data. After data collection, there is an important step, that is data analysis. In this step, the researcher decides about the tools, techniques for analyzing the information collected. Parametric and non-parametric techniques are available for the researchers for data analysis. These can be selected on the basis of the nature of the study, degree of accuracy required, and the sampling plan, etc. The researcher can select univariate, bivariate, or multivariate methods for doing analysis. Analysis can be done through statistical softwares like SPSS, AMOS, etc. After deciding the research methodology and completing data analysis, interpretations are very important. These interpretations generate findings and conclusions, which is the next step in research paper writing. After analyzing the data, the researcher has to interpret and summarize it. The result must be linked with the research objectives and supported with justifications. Suggestions can also be given on the basis of analysis and findings. A research becomes meaningful when it has managerial implications. Determining the implications is another important step. The research must provide solution to the problem and add a piece of knowledge in the existing one. The researcher must focus on the question, what is the contribution of research to the existing research, the corporate world, and the society. At the end, I would like to say that quality matters in research, and a researcher can write a quality research paper by knowing the different components of research process and giving proper attention to each and every section of it. I hope you enjoyed learning this module. You can assess your learning by completing the exercise and the course project given at the end. This self-assessment exercise can be used to identify the level of knowledge about research. Note your answers to the questions below to identify your familiarity with research vocabulary. If you are not able to answer correctly or find it difficult, it might indicate an opportunity for practice and improvement. State whether you agree or disagree with the following. First statement is, research can be applicable to any discipline. Second, exploratory study describes the reasons of some aspects of reality. Third, consumer behavior towards organic food in a certain location can be checked through conceptual research. Fourth, if one wants to find out the reasons of absenteeism in classes, one conducts causal study. Fifth, exploratory research is not conducted through interviews or informal survey. Sixth, Review of literature includes the reviewing of magazine articles and news in newspapers. 7. Hypothesis is a statement that establishes relations between variables. 8. Data collection is a process of collecting data cautiously and scientifically. 9. Research methodology is same for every kind of research problem. 10. It is not necessary for a good research to have managerial implications. You can do this research project, how to write a quality research paper. This part of the course project has been designed to provide you an opportunity to be familiar with various steps of writing a good research paper. Part A. Identify researchable problem from the following. The organic food marketer in the study wants to know the factors which are influencing the behavior of consumers to buy the organic food. He wants to know the behavior of Indian consumers. Health, age, education, and taste are some of the factors which have impact on purchase of organic food. Can you identify the variables for your study from the above example? If yes, please state. Can you see the possibility of good literature review for the study? If yes, what will be the sources of existing literature? Part B. Research hypothesis and research methodology. State research questions and research objectives. State research hypothesis. Design research methodology by giving the following answers: population, sample design, target respondents location, sample size, data collection tools, data analysis techniques. Part C. Data analysis, interpretation and findings. In this section, you will have to answer the following questions. What precautions will you take while interpreting the results and giving suggestions? If your study does not suggest solution to the corporate world, what will be your next step? State limitations of your study. Can your study guide the researchers to extend it further? In that case, what will be your possible suggestions for them? Thank you.